I love her so much. I'm literally obsessed with Justynę. I get recognized on the street in Austria a lot as well, and that's why, you know, it's hard for me to just go to the supermarket if I forgot to buy something. So I have to, you know, plan everything when I go where.
Cześć, z tej strony Kamil z ESKI, a dzisiaj ze mną jest zwycięzca tegorocznej Eurowizji, JJ z Austrii. Hi, it's very nice to have you here in Poland. Are you enjoying our country today?
Yes, this is my second time here in Warsaw, so I'm very, very happy to be here. Thank you.
I've heard that you have like a family connection to Poland, so can you tell us more about that?
Yes, my brother-in-law is from Krakow. His family is from Krakow, and he cooks Polish food for us, so like pierogi, and I love when he makes gołąbki. It's so good.
It's very Polish indeed.
Yes, very Polish.
And you also have a kind of mother from Poland, so
yes,
and you met her today in the morning. So what's your relationship like, and what was your first impression of her?
Yeah, we have a great relationship. She's like everyone's mother at Eurovision, and she is such an inspiration because she, you know, her performance, you know, her dancing, her movement, her singing, and especially, you know, at that age is insane. And I'm so happy that I have Justynä's support. She's always been very supportive from the beginning, and I love her so much. I'm literally obsessed with Justynę.
From one mother to another mother, namely Conchita.
Yeah.
Your relationship is very close, so can you describe her part in your Eurovision journey?
Yeah, when Conchita won in 2014, that was the first time that I watched Eurovision. So then to have her support and be, you know, behind me all the time is so nice. And then winning Eurovision is such a full circle moment because that was the first time I watched, and my first time then being at Eurovision and applying, and my first song also. And that winning with her being there is so full circle for me, and I'm very happy that, you know, I have her support.
You had no idea about Eurovision before coming back to Vienna because you grew up in Dubai, so was it at all familiar to you, or was it like something new when you moved back?
No, I knew that there was a big music competition, but I didn't know what it was. I was in a German school, and then when Lena Meyer-Landrut won for Germany, then everyone's like, oh, Germany won, it's gonna be in Germany again. And then Loreen won, then they were like, this lady with a crab dance won for Eurovision for Sweden. And then 2014 was the first time we decided to watch Eurovision together as a family, and it was a tradition every year that we would watch it together.
Did you see like Eurovision events in 2015 live in Vienna, actually living in the city at the time?
No, I didn't live there yet. I was still in Dubai. I moved back in 2016 to Vienna, but it was so nice to hear because I had, you know, family in Vienna and friends, and they were sending me pictures of it being in Vienna, and they were watching Eurovision in the arena. So it was nice to see that from that perspective. But now that it will be hosted in Austria again, I'm very excited for it to be back at home.
Obviously, do you already like visualize the idea of Eurovision in Vienna? Do you have any like specific ideas for the city?
Yeah, I would
do it.
Yeah, no, I would love for it to be in Vienna. I would love to host with Conchita. That would be amazing. But I know it's a tough job, and it's very, you know, stressful and a lot of work. And then coming back as, you know, the previous winner, that would be a lot of work. So we'll see about that. But, you know, I would definitely love to host with Conchita. That would be nice.
Well, she would probably do an amazing job.
That would be
an icon.
Yeah.
Possibly represent Austria again. Do you think Conchita would like to do it?
Oh, I think so. Maybe she mentioned, you know, with a good song, she would go back, but then she also said she feels a bit too old for Eurovision. And then I said, excuse me, look at Justynę, look at Clemen and Gabri Ponte. You know, they're older than Conchita, or almost, you know, similar ages. So you're never too old to do anything.
So it's been almost 3 weeks since the grand final. The trophy is joined by us. So what has changed already? What were the biggest changes so far? Yeah,
so the biggest changes so far were my time schedule, because I didn't plan anything after Eurovision because you never know what the outcome will be. But now I've been traveling around so much, which is nice, and I get to spend the weekends at home, so I have time to, you know, see my family and my friends. But what did change a lot is that I get recognized on the street in Austria a lot as well, and that's why, you know, it's hard for me to just go to the supermarket if I forgot to buy something. So I have to, you know, plan everything when I go where.
Is it hard to be, you know, dropped into this level of recognition, basically from one week to another? You're a completely new person. So was it like shocking to you, or was it something like that you actually enjoyed?
No, I really enjoyed, and it's something that, you know, it was a process where more people started to recognize me. So when they announced that I was gonna represent Austria, people started to recognize me. Then when my song came out, more people started to recognize me. And throughout the pre-parties, even more people started to recognize me. So it was like a steady process, like going upwards. So it wasn't really like from 0 to 100. But it did change a lot, I must say. So now even more people know who I am. So that's something I need to get used to. But it's very fun to meet people who loved my performance and everything.
You also have a huge support from the writer of the song, namely Teja.
Yeah.
So tell us maybe a bit more about your relationship, because I think you met 4 years ago.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes, we met 4 years ago at a singing competition in Austria called Starmania, and we've been friends ever since. And she represented Austria then 2023 with Who the Hell is Edgar, and I got to see her live at Eurovision in Liverpool. So that was, yeah, I was there. So that was nice to see her perform, and I was so happy that she agreed to help me write a song for Eurovision, and that she, you know, was with me this entire journey. She did my management, creative direction, so she played a big role in my Eurovision journey, but still in my life. You know, she's one of my best friends, and I'm so happy that I got to do this journey with her and let her have an amazing experience at Eurovision again.
Is it true that it took only one day to write a winning song for you?
Yeah, that was crazy. So that was also my first time in the studio. I had no idea how we would do it, and Thomas, the producer, and Thea, they didn't know how to write classical music. But then our creatives' minds, you know, they started to flow, and then we knew what would work well together. And after 12 hours, the song was done.
Right, and do you have any plans for new music now? Because it's probably like an expectation for you now.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be heading right back into the studio after I'm done with the press and promo tour, which I'm very, very happy about that I get to do this. Yeah, then I'll be heading back into the studio. We have 2 weeks planned already for songwriting, and I'm very excited to be working again in the studio, being creative and bringing new music to the fans.
Speaking of creativity, you know multiple languages, so any plans for music in German or probably maybe some Arabic?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. We'll have to see. We will let our creative minds flow, and we'll see what fits well together. But I definitely love to sing in English, so I'll definitely keep that one. Probably.
All right. So thank you very much for coming, and we wish you the flow of creativity.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.